The Ice Bowl was in 1967, and the history that I know is in 1967, I was 7 years old. So figure it out. I'm 60 right now, going on 61. But I'll tell you something. That Ice Bowl, I heard a lot about because my mom, my dad, and two of their friends that they graduated from high school with out of West Bend went to the Ice Bowl. Now, a little story on that. My dad and mom milked the cows in the morning, and when they were done milking cows, they drove up to Green Bay and with their friends, and they watched the Ice Bowl together. And it was cold, 20 below zero with a strong wind. And mom and her friend, they went into the bathroom to warm up many times, and I think they had some extra stuff to help them warm up as well, by the way. And my dad and his friend, his name is Richard. They're 90 and they're still alive yet, and they still talk about it. And I just talked to my dad yesterday about the Ice Bowl. I said, Dad, did you come back? Did you come back and milk the cows that night? He said, I can't remember, but I think I had kids old enough to do that. And I said, I'll confirm that, Dad, because I was 7 and my oldest brother and sister were 15 and 14, and then another one was 13, and I think they could handle that job. So that's outstanding. But what I heard and what I read about the Ice Bowl, that game, the Packers were behind, and then they turned around and got momentum. And at the end, it was Bart Starr going to the sidelines, suggesting to Vince Lombardi, he says, you know what? Vince, or Coach, he called him Coach out of respect. He said, Coach, I can do the quarterback sneak. And Vince replied, if you think you can, go ahead and do it, and let's get the hell out of here. Obviously, even tough Vince was cold. So Bart, he goes to the line, and normally quarterback sneak, he goes to the left of the center. But in this play, Bart went to the right, made a touchdown, game over, and they got the heck out of there because it was cold. That's my recollection of the Ice Bowl, hearing all those great stories. The Green Bay Packers, go Pack, go. Go Pack, go. I got that Packers spirit.
Watching it by my uncle and aunt with my fiance, now my wife, and it obviously was even cold in Cedarburg, Wisconsin that day, as well as Lambeau. And what I remember the most about the game is some of the plays. Chuck Mercine, one of the guys, but then of course Bart Starr, Jerry Kramer on that great play at the end of the game. And also remember my wife running outside. It was on Fifth Avenue in Grafton by my uncle and aunt. My aunt still lives there. And with a piece of magic marker, she wrote the score right in a picture window right out front. And also remember one other, years later, I was talking to a customer of mine who said, yeah, I got a memento from that game. I went there with the intention of getting a portion of the goalpost, and I got it. So I'll keep his name silent for protection. Unfortunately, he has passed away. But yeah, and hopefully we'll have another run this year for another Super Bowl. So have him come up to Green Bay. We'll get to the Super Bowl.